Hey, Jeremy, thank you very much for coming on the podcast with me here.
Thank you for the invite.
It's a real pleasure. It's the first podcast that I host myself.
And it's my first podcast, so I'm very happy.
We'll see how it goes. I'm sure we'll do good. So, Jeremy, I wanted to first of all just to get to know you a little bit. Tell us a little bit about your background, because you're Italian, but you grew up in France, is that?
So my blood is 100% Italian. My family is Italian, but I grew up in France. So I've got 2 passports, and it's confusing for people when I say I'm Italian because I've got the French accent.
Yeah. When did you move to France? How old were you?
I born in France.
You were born, okay.
Because my granddad went to Paris 65 years ago.
Okay.
So all my family are in Paris now.
So you consider yourself Italian, not or both, maybe?
I think I'm both, yeah. I've got the French culture.
Yeah.
But the Italian blood at the same time, so I think I'm 50-50.
Is it very different, the Italian blood to the French?
Little bit.
Yeah. I know that feeling because I'm Icelandic. I lived in England, lived in Spain, lived in Brazil.
Yeah.
So you do take a little bit of everything with you when you go to a new place. And where did you grow up? Was it in Paris or?
20 minutes from Paris, like Paris suburb.
Okay.
So it was lovely. But every year I was going back to Italy.
Yeah.
And for holidays, 2 months. And when I was 20 years old, I go back to Rome to do some judo.
Yeah.
Because I'm a judo fighter. So I began first in France when I was 6 years old.
6 years old?
And some of my family was telling me, when we will see you fighting close to us?
Yeah.
I said, I've got the Italian passport. Let's find a team in Rome. So when I was 20, I went back there and I did some fight in Italy.
Okay. And so when did you start? 6 years old, you started judo?
Yeah.
And why judo? Why did you select that? What was the...
My dad put me at judo. He did not ask me if I wanted to do judo. I've got my cousin is Olympic champion.
Yeah.
So his name is Angelo Parisi.
Okay.
So I think my dad wanted me to do judo.
Yeah.
So I was doing judo 2 times a week, after 3 times. And after you realize it's a part of your life.
Yeah.
Like the training, the diet, tournament every weekend.
Yeah. Do you still practice judo? Or
I'm still practicing.
Yeah. How is that when you get older practicing judo it's quite intense, isn't it?
It's really intense. But now I'm older, I try to be careful.
Yeah.
So I try to train well because I don't want injury.
Yeah.
So I keep fit.
Yeah.
And I do some training sometime, yeah.
Okay. And you got your black belt how long after you started?
My black belt when I was 16 years old, yeah. And now I'm third dan.
Yeah. So 10 years to get started on the first dan, and then a few years for each one after that.
Exactly, yeah.
And what's the sort of a most memorable experience from judo? I understand you won the Italian Cup, is it?
I won the Italian Cup, yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is my best memory.
Yeah.
I also did a lot of fight, a lot of tournament, but sometimes you do a tournament with your team.
Yeah.
So it's 5 guys against 5 guys.
Yeah.
So you will beat a guy very strong.
Yeah.
But you don't win the tournament.
Yeah.
So as a tournament is the Italian Cup, my best memory.
Yeah. I think that was good training to do the judo as a kid. Taught you discipline.
A lot of discipline with everything, like with the food, the sleep, training, stretching, recovery. All of this is important.
Yeah. So this was your life when you were
it was all my life, for 25 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced with any other martial arts? Have you?
So I did jiu-jitsu, MMA.
Yeah.
And all of fitness, athletic too.
Yeah.
But my principal sport was judo.
Was judo. Yeah. It's a good training for MMA, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good on the ground.
Good, yeah.
Good throws.
Wrestling and the ground, yes.
Yeah. And with the stand-up, what kind of a training did you do for stand-up? MMA? Did you do any boxing or?
I was doing a French boxing and kickboxing.
Okay.
And I'm not really good.
Oh.
Punch and kick, I'm not good.
Yeah.
I like to wrestle. I like to put the guy on the floor.
Yeah.
This is what I like to do.
I'm the opposite. I'm terrible when it goes to the ground. I'm okay on my feet. I don't want to go down.
When I was trying with my punch, you can feel it's not in you.
Yeah.
So I like to watch boxing, but when I try to train, I'm a judo fighter. I like to grip, to take the gi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how were you as a kid? How were you in school? Did you enjoy that? How was little Jeremy?
No, not really. I was not. I like school. I had a degree in economy, social, and politics.
Yeah.
But I always prefer to do the sport, training, having discipline.
Yeah.
But when I was at school, I was just thinking of my training after school. 5 o'clock, my friend was coming to do like some training at home, and after going to judo together.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was incredible for me.
So you went from being a judo fighter to being a model.
Yes.
How did that happen? What was the?
So I was in Paris, and I was doing a casting for a French calendar, famous with rugby player. And every year they invite people from other sport.
Yeah.
And the photographer messaged me, say, "Do you want to do this?" I say, "Oh my God, yes," because like it's good for your ego to do this kind of job, and it's good publicity.
Yeah.
So I did this job, and I sent the picture to agency, and like this I did casting, commercial, and some French TV show.
I did. You did the Versailles, the TV series.
Yeah, I did 2 days filming. I was the bodyguard of Louis XIV, of the king.
Yeah.
And the actor was English.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did 2 days with him. Like, very nice guy, yeah.
Okay. Is that something that you want to go more into acting? Do you enjoy that?
Yeah, in France I work in a soap. It's a kind of like the English Hollyoaks, which is the French version.
Okay.
I did like 12 episodes.
Okay.
It was quite a big challenge for me because they sent me like 20 pages to learn in 3 days.
Yeah.
So I called a friend, he was a coach, and I said, "Look, can I do this?" For me, it was too much.
Yeah.
20 pages, like I can learn 2 lines, but 20. And my character was like intense. Was like bad guy.
Okay.
Doing a mess in.
So you cast it as the bad guy. That's
yeah. So I called my friend, and he said, "No, yeah, look, like you can do it. It's for you. You can do it." So I was in my room alone, take a pen, and I learned, and I did it. And this was really challenging.
It's very different to modeling. Very different.
Yeah, because modeling sometimes you just go, you do your casting or you do your picture. Of course, you need to have the discipline.
Yeah.
When you do picture, you can't go like tight. You need to have a nice face, no spot.
Yeah.
But when you do, when you learn lines, is different. Like you need to act.
Yeah.
So you need to act well.
Yeah.
More pressure.
Yeah. Is that something that you can see yourself doing more in the future? More acting?
Yeah, I would like to do more acting, to be honest. When in England is different because I've got a French accent.
Yeah.
So every time I do a casting, we want somebody who speaks English with a French accent.
Yeah.
So I always go for this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm often going to Paris to do some casting or little part in some movies or TV show.
Yeah.
I like doing this. I like the challenge. As a judo fighter, I love the new challenge.
Yeah. It's challenging to learn 20 pages and go through that.
Yeah, it's hard to say I can't do it. So I just want to say yes to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
And in your model career, is there anything that sort of stands up? Anything that you consider
I want to do?
Yeah, what you've done? Anything that you consider like the peak or the biggest?
My last 2 jobs, like, I did a cover of a fitness magazine in Italy.
Yeah.
So I was very happy and proud because all my family was calling me, "Hey, we saw your picture, we saw the magazines." I was taking selfie. And 2 weeks ago, I did a shoot for Icon magazine in Italy, in Milan.
Yeah.
And it was all about judo move. So I was so happy because it's something I can do.
Yeah, yeah.
I did the schedule, I wrote everything. So first move is this. I called my friend, the photographer, and I said, "Oh, we do this. And this was amazing. Yeah. It was not a normal fashion shoot, but it was like doing a move on the floor, on the street, grappling, jiu-jitsu, judo. So this was nice.
It was good. I've seen the photo shoot there for that magazine that you mentioned. It's
the fitness magazine?
Yeah, the fitness one.
Yeah.
Good photos. I mean, you obviously stay in good shape and you train. What's your training like now?
I train practically every day. Every day I need to do at least 30-minute training. Even if I'm very busy, I need my sport every day.
Yeah.
So I go to run. I've got a Peloton bike.
I've seen you post that quite a few times on your bike.
Yeah, yes. I love doing this. I love the challenge, and a few friends are doing the Peloton bike too. They want to challenge me with the best.
Yeah.
And I go to the gym sometimes, judo.
Yeah.
And I like to do like pull-ups, push-ups, just with my way.
Yeah, more than having weights.
I don't want to be too heavy.
Yeah.
So I like to do push-up, pull-ups, squat, abs.
Yeah.
Like body weight.
Yeah.
So every day I need to do something.
That's...
And of course, having a nice discipline. I don't drink, I don't smoke.
Yeah.
A lot of water and a good sleep.
And your diet, do you have a strict diet or?
I don't think my diet is perfect.
Yeah.
I try to be clean, yes.
Yeah.
sometimes I take
do any supplements, or do you think that's important, or you just focus on eating good food?
I took some supplement like vitamin C, D, Q10, is like enzyme.
Yeah.
I don't take protein because I eat well. I eat enough.
Yeah.
No, not too much.
Yeah. But I saw some interview with you where you were talking about you tried being a vegetarian for some time. Are you?
Yeah. When we moved to London with my wife, when she just began to do the radio,
yeah,
we did 3 months of vegan.
Yeah. How was that?
It was not for me. It was not for me. I was exhausted.
Yeah.
And I was feeling clean in my body, but I was exhausted.
No energy.
No energy. So I don't know why, if there was something wrong in my diet.
Yeah.
But no, I need to eat a lot. Yeah.
I think everybody is very different. So I ate a lot of meat. I eat a lot of red meat, a lot of eggs and things. There are others that can eat vegetarian diet and feel good. I think it depends on...
Depends of people. Yeah. I eat a lot. I grew up eating Italian food.
Yeah.
My grandma was making pasta.
Yeah.
Handmade pasta with meat, tomato sauce, a big plate. I always eat like this. So when I've got vegetable in my plate, it's different. So yeah.
I'm going to put you on the spot. Which food is better, Italian or French?
For me, it's Italian. Yeah.
Italian, yeah.
I love French food, of course, but if I choose, I love my normal spaghetti with tomato sauce.
Yeah.
This is my simple plate with basil on top.
Yeah.
And my single espresso. This is perfect.
Yeah. And at home, do you cook?
I cook a lot,
yeah.
And I love to do all some pasta recipe.
Yeah.
Clean food too. Like I do some chicken, some fish.
Yeah. And Jeremy, when did you move to the UK? How long have you been here in?
I'm with my wife now since 8 years. I moved around 7 years.
Yeah.
7 years ago.
And how was that? How did you? Was
it
difficult?
Yeah, it was because my English was not perfect. I couldn't have a conversation like I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I was with my dictionary, vocabulary on my pocket.
Yeah.
It was like tiny like this.
Okay.
And with my phone, Google Translate. So this was not easy. It was a challenge.
Yeah.
And after we had the Brexit, so I had to do all the paperwork.
Okay.
But yeah, it was nice. It was challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the thing that you miss the most from living in France?
From France is my family.
Yeah.
Of course, my judo team, my friends, and but yeah, I keep in touch with we got the phone, we got FaceTime. So it's easy. Yeah.
I've seen quite a bit about your wife now, Kelly Brook, who is obviously a huge celebrity here in the UK, and I remember her from a long time ago, watching her and seeing her doing her things. I read somewhere online that she slid into your direct messages, and that's how you met each other. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's correct. So I don't speak a lot about this. She speak about this, but yeah, I think it was after I won the Italian Cup. There was an article of me, like Jeremy, the judo fighter, won the Italian or something like this. And she was doing martial art in Los Angeles.
Okay.
So she saw this picture and she messaged me on Instagram.
Yeah.
But my Instagram was private. I was not using Instagram.
Okay.
Because I was just doing my judo, my acting in France. So I saw the picture. I saw this beautiful woman. I said, this is a fake account. So she spoke to me. I say, are you the real Kelly? And she said, are you the real Jeremy? I said, I've got 100 followers on my. So yeah, it's me. So I said, okay, let's do FaceTime. And I put my finger on my phone to hide the camera because I wanted to make sure I was her. And was her.
Yeah.
So we spoke for 3 months and I came to London.
Yeah.
But coming to London was so different than FaceTime.
Yeah.
Because FaceTime, I'm in my bedroom, in my comfort zone.
Yeah.
When I go in front of her, it was, I had to do everything again. My English was not so good in front of her. So yeah. So it was around 3 months of FaceTime. And after I went, we date when I came to London.
Yeah. And how did you learn English? Did you do classes or did you just speak? How was it?
Speaking with her every day, watching movies in English with subtitle English.
Yeah.
It was double training for me. I was learning, reading at the same time.
Yeah.
And doing this, speaking every day with people, doing mistake.
Okay, that's good. But you speak obviously French and Italian.
Yeah.
Which one is more comfortable for you? Did you speak French at home as a kid?
French.
Or?
Yeah, I spoke French first. So it's the most comfortable for me after Italian.
Yeah.
And now English.
I think it's easier to learn a language once you know more than one. What a lot of people say is like once you learned one, it's kind of seems to be easier to add on more languages.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it helps you to have this.
Yeah.
Have this thing.
Yeah.
So Jeremy, now that we saw each other, what's about one year ago that you came to see us in Harley Street in.
I think more than 1 year ago now. Yeah.
I always ask the people that I'm speaking to, was there something specific that made you really take action and say, listen, now I need to do something about my hair? What was it?
So I was walking close to Harley Street.
Yeah.
And I saw Vinci hair, like a picture.
Yeah.
With Leonardo da Vinci. I'm a big fan of him. I love him. So I saw this and when you're a man, you always like check your hair and you're scared. You don't want to lose your hair.
Yeah.
Some people like don't mind, but I didn't want. So I came back home. I went on my phone, Instagram, and I saw all the picture before, after. And I know a lot of friends who don't go to clinic to do a treatment.
Yeah.
They go to pharmacy, they buy a product, they buy a shampoo. Yeah. And after 10 years, they lost everything. Yeah. So I didn't want to lose any time. Yeah. So straight away, I went on your website and I messaged you. Yeah. I didn't want to lose time because I had 36 years old at the time. I said, I don't want to do this for 10 years. Yeah. Let's go now.
you made a good call there. It's so important to take proper action. There's a lot of things on the market out there. If you scroll through your social media, you see all kinds of ads for things that don't really work. But do you think it was more because of your professional image, or was it more a personal thing for you that it got you to do that?
No, more personal, I think.
More personal.
Yeah. I wanted to feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was interesting because when we spoke the first, when I saw you, your first idea was that you needed a hair transplant. So,
I had no idea.
Yeah. Because this is where most people start. And in your case, I'll share the photos here so people can see. But in your case, you didn't really have any, let's say, any bald areas. You had a sort of fine thinning here
more
in the
tiny,
frontal area. Yeah. So the hairs had lost a bit of the thickness, but the hairs were there. And if you do a hair transplant on a case like that, there's a lot of risks involved. So we have to do incisions close to the hairs, and we can actually shock out quite a bit. And this is why I recommended doing the treatments in your case, and we've had really good results.
And really fast.
Yeah, very fast.
I remember after 2 months, so 2 months was 3 PRP and 2 mesotherapy. I was outside in a pub and my wife said, "Oh, Jeremy, did you see your hair?"
Yeah.
And I didn't realize because you told me, don't check your hair.
Yeah. It's because it drive you nuts if you check it all the time.
Yeah, you say, don't check all the time. And I say, okay. So for 2 months, I was trying not looking too much.
Yeah.
And the sun was on my head. And my wife said, Jeremy, did you see? You can't see your head anymore.
Yeah.
Your hair are so big, volume. Yeah. And I realized after 2 months I had some result very important.
Yeah, I always try to sort of talk down the expectations because, and this is why I say to people, like I said to you, don't check it too often because if you check it every day, you're not going to notice the difference. And usually it takes 3 to 6 months, but in your case it was a really fast response.
Yeah.
And so you've been doing the PRP and mesotherapy now for over a year.
Yeah.
And so is that something that you're going to continue doing with us?
I would love to.
Yeah.
Now we are doing the maintenance treatment.
Yeah.
And my results are still the same. So I'm really happy of this.
Yeah. So the program for us was to get a really good sort of attack the hair loss really aggressively in the beginning. So we did every 2 weeks, we did mesotherapy and PRP. Once we reach a specific result, like we did in your case, it's just maintenance. And then it's every 4 to 6 weeks, depending on case when you come in.
Yeah. I'm very happy because I don't lose nothing.
Yeah.
Any result.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Yeah. It's fantastic. So continue doing this and we'll keep your hair there for the
I'm very happy of this. Yeah. It's important. Huh?
Yeah.
Because I remember I did few shooting and the makeup artist put some black.
Yeah.
To hide stuff.
Yeah.
My head.
Like the fibers. Stuff,
yeah. I said, what is it? Yeah, not just for you got 2 holes here. I said, oh my God. And now when I do the shooting, I'm sit down and I'm like this. I say, let's see if she will do something. She does nothing.
Oh.
So I'm very happy. I said, okay. So the treatment work.
Good for the confidence. Then,
yeah. You feel more confident when you do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because you said that some of your friends, they don't mind losing their hair or others go to the pharmacy. I honestly think that everybody minds losing their hair. The thing is if they accept this, and I always tell this story that when I had my first hair transplant, which is back in 2005 or 2006. First, after I had it done, then my dad looked at me and said, "What did you do a hair transplant?" I said, "Yeah." Why did you do that? It's just vanity, and you don't need to do that. And I think the past 2 or 3 years, and then my dad said, "Salvar, can you tell me a little bit more about this hair transplant?"
Okay.
and he wanted actually to have one done. So I think a lot of them just block it out because they think it's something that's not possible, or it's really challenging to do it, and they kind of lock it out. But if you're giving the option of having hair or losing it, of course they're gonna select having hair. Yeah. So Jeremy, what's next for you? Do you have any plans now for the?
I've got a few jobs in Paris to do some shooting, fitness shoot, and now it's June. We go in holiday next month.
Okay. So where are you going? Anywhere?
We are going to Italy.
Okay. Where in Italy do you go? Do you always go to the same place? Is that where your family is from?
I've got my little place in Arpino, where I got married last year.
Yeah.
It's between Rome and Naples. But I think this year we want to do a kind of road trip.
Yeah.
So we don't know yet if we do South Italy or Sardinia or Sicily. So we are looking with my wife where to go.
I'm ashamed of saying, but I've never been to Italy.
Never?
I've been to a lot of places all over the world, so I really want to go there. Maybe you'll teach me some Italian.
Yeah. We'll teach you some Italian. Yeah.
I would love to go there and spend some time, get to learn a little bit the language.
It's a lovely place.
And of course, the food is
fantastic. Are amazing. Yeah.
But I live in Sao Paulo. I think there's about 35 million Italian descendants. All the people are Italian, so I feel like I live a little bit in Little Italy than in Sao Paulo, because you almost only have Italian restaurants. The people are all Italian descendants. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
So maybe it will be an easier transition for me when I go there.
You should go because Italy is really lovely.
Yeah. So Jeremy, what I wanted to ask you about this is in the industry, modeling, acting industry. Do you think this is a big concern for people about losing their hair?
Yeah, because the first time 2 years ago when I put some post about Vinci, me doing treatment.
Yeah.
All men was messaging me.
Yeah.
Friends, even people I don't know.
Yeah.
And it was always the same kind of question. I'm just asking for later. I'm not losing my hair yet, but maybe it can be genetic. And I think some men they are embarrassed to speak about this, and I just want to show them, like, don't be ashamed. It's fine.
Absolutely. And I think this has changed a lot. I mean, men today, it's much easier for them to speak about having treatments. But if you go back, 10, 15 years, it was a big taboo. I think it's a lot easier now. It's
less and less, but a lot of men still are ashamed. So I said, go, don't lose time.
Yeah. And that part is really important about not losing time, because once it's gone quite far, it can be really difficult to get back.
It's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late. So every time I say to them, go and check, have an appointment, and don't waste your time.
Do you feel that people know much about hair restoration and things, or do you think that they really don't know what can be done?
I think they know because they do some research in secret without speaking to everybody about this.
Yeah.
So I think they know, but they need to speak about this, not to keep private and look at themselves on the mirror and say, "Oh my God, I'm losing my..." No, just go.
Yeah.
Don't lose your time and go to the clinic, do your appointment, and do the treatments.
And it's important because like we do here at Vinci, we offer free consultations where people can come in and we can actually evaluate them and give them a proper advice, and they can then decide what they do. But there's so many products out there, shampoos and all kinds of miracle tablets that not going to work. So you really have to do your due diligence too.
Is what I say to them. I said, don't do the miracle product in 2 weeks. Forget this. Keep your money. And do the free consultation.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Jeremy.
Thank you for the invite. And I'm very happy with all the results I've got.